And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Oh, hang on. Stupid. Okay. Last time we got right to a nighttime sneaking mission and stopped. I owe quite a bit of extra time this month, so this will be a long stream, probably 6 hours. So why don't we just jump right into it? Alright, sneaking mission. Extra BP will determine how well you sneak past the guards. The more you get caught, the lesser the patrol guards are in the vicinity. The extra BP will slowly diminish. Yeah, I remember. Oh. It looks like they're patrolling. If any of the soldiers spot us, we'll probably get led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chances we can to get past them undetected. Okay. I wonder how close I can get to them before they spot me. Cathedral's this way, I believe. What? There's a guard there? I should have spun the camera around. Hey, who are you? Crap. Caught already. Damn troublemakers. You need to stay indoors while we're trying to keep an eye out for terrorist activity. Alright, well, we'll load our save file. Oh man, back to square one. We'll just have to try it again. That was educational, though. Some of the soldiers seem to have stationary posts, while others patrol on a fixed route. First things first, we need to keep our distance from the soldiers. Easy enough, but it may require us to go well out of our way. Got it. So in other words, we can't take the direct route to the west. Now, as for the ones who are actively patrolling, they can't see nearly as well at night, so as long as we don't approach them from the front, we should be able to get by them. The main thing will be to learn the patrol routes and stay out of their direct line of sight. Okay, let's give this a shot then. Files load. Okay. Before we reach the cathedral, head over to Gransel Landing Port. What's this guy gonna say? Quite a number of soldiers seem to be patrolling out there, and all our other guests who have gone out have invariably been led right back in. It's Gransel East, okay. Alright, they're not blocking this way. We need to go over here. Are we in the east block? Alright, so that's blocked. That's the arena. Alright, there's a guard right there. Oh, I went past it? Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, that's a sewer or something. If you reach a safe spot, you can also save scum. That's a good point. To the northwest. Okay. Ah, here we are. Alright, let's see what I've been directed to come here for. Is there anyone here? Aha! Crap, I've been found! I've got to get good seats for the finals tomorrow. I promised my wife I would. I was going to camp out at the arena, but the guards sent me home. So I was planning on sneaking my way back and hiding. Please, you guys, I'll give you this book if you just keep quiet about me. Cornelia, Chapter 10. We have a deal? Man, I hope I can get seats front and center for tomorrow. Alright. Let's take time out of our busy schedule to read. Cornelia, Chapter 10. The Last Stand. Sister Cornelia made such haste as she aimed for the path on the opposite side of the sludge-filled channel that I could have sworn she was actually running on the liquid surface, based on my observation of the minuscule spatters her feet produced. Hiding the book in the middle of a stealth segment is a cheap move, yeah. And, of course, she passed me by in the blink of an eye, the space growing wider and wider between us as I continued to trudge my way through the filthy muck. Flashes of magic erupted from the darkness by the sluice gate and ripped through the air in rapid succession, but none of them could overtake the speed at which Sister Cornelia moved. In an unyielding offensive by the shadowed aggressors, the settled feculence in the depths of the channel was thrown up in the form of a powerful tsunami. Oh no! And in the instant before clearing myself from its destructive path, I feared that the terrible wall of sediment and filth would crush me under its weight and bring me to an unsightly end. With a mid-air spin to avoid the last of the oncoming magic, Sister Cornelia flew to the opposite side of the channel with incredible speed. Hurdling the wall of piled-up sandbags behind which the attackers took cover, she whirled her arms in a ferocious onslaught. One by one, like a row of pins being struck by a weighted object, the line of standing Jaegers crumbled to the ground. Sister Cornelia's attacks were like a whirlwind of death, blurring with the speed at which they struck. They came in advancing at inconceivable angles, puncturing throats, slashing open arteries, and then they were gone. So it was that when I finally reached the cobbled path beyond the stagnant channel, not a soul was left standing besides Sister Cornelia and myself. The cathedral is at the end of a ladder just beyond this gate, she indicated, as she flicked dripping blood from her fingers like a child who forgot a handkerchief to dry her wet hands. Her eyes shone with the afterglow of battle. The Jaegers can't be far behind, so we'd better hurry, she warned. And, as if to punctuate her warning, the damp sound of numerous feet kicking up water as they advanced toward our present location had now become clearly audible to my ears. Stepping over the handful of Jaeger corpses lying scattered about behind the wall of sandbags, we made our way for the dry bed channel which lay ahead of us. I placed my hands on the slightly damp stone floor of the empty channel and crawled through the half-open door of the sluice gate. A falling water droplet struck the nape of my neck as I passed through the cramped opening, causing me to stop dead in my tracks. In the moment that followed, I recognized the sound of an orbment overhead on the verge of discharging a burst of magic. "Toby!" came the ostensible voice of Sister Cornelia as my vision was instantly flooded with a wave of exceeding brightness. Then, in the midst of this world of blinding light, came the hand of a savior which grabbed me firmly by the shoulder. The powerful feeling of being dragged and the explosion produced by magic rupturing stone were almost simultaneous. As the booming roar swept across the whole of my body, I was thrown backwards toward the ground. Despite my clouded vision, I managed to somersault before landing in the prone position. Choking on the filthy puddle I had fallen face down in, I lifted my head in time to see a cloud of blackened dust being heaved from the mouth of the halfway raised sluice gate door. And, as if my worst nightmare had now become reality, I watched as, one after another, the blockading Jaegers emerged from the smoky cloud, each bearing a glinting blade. I floundered about on the slippery mud and watched as their ranks sprang into action and closed in, their rugged facial features now visible to my eyes. Instantly rolling to the side, I unsheathed my hidden blade as I attempted to deflect a wide-arching slash of another with my bag. The cloth of the bag, over which the sharp edge ran, split open without a sound, and the paper-wrapped orbment fell onto the cobbled floor. Frantically, I searched for the orbment at my side, but I was unable to get a grip on it because of my clumsy, panic-stricken state. One of the mercenary men, his eyes intent on my throat, drew back his long sword to end my life. But before he could make his move, a dark silhouette appeared from behind him. It was Sister Carnelia. Her hands, moving with such finesse, disarmed the man in an instant and left only his sword behind before he was launched from view into the hanging shadows veiling the dank conduit. As the sound of the falling sword struck the ground with a high-pitched clink, Sister Carnelia dropped to her knees. Her soft, whispered words were full of regret. "I'm sorry, Toby." With her head bowed forward, I watched in disbelief as several streaks of blood began to run down the side of her face. "It looks like the goddess may be calling you home too," she said gently. Once again, Sister Carnelia rose to her feet, her coat hanging in tatters. Eyeing her outer garment's ragged state, I knew for certain that it had been caused by the previous blast of magic. In order to protect me from harm, Sister Carnelia had willingly used her body as a shield to absorb the brunt of the force. And now a stain of effervescing crimson blood had begun to seep through the cloth covering her breast. I swiped up the artifact which had tumbled to the ground from the hole in my severed bag and tore away the wet paper which covered its surface. Then, with the cold lump of metal in hand, I placed it atop my orbment as I gripped them both tightly together. The sounds of footfall from the Jaeger Corps had now subsided. They stood in a cluster with their swords drawn, effectively blocking any possible escape through the sluice gate. Sister Carnelia let out a shrill cry, and I, as if taking the sound to be a command to attack, unleashed the energy pent up within my orbment. The device roared, and at the instant the magic was discharged, I felt an intense wave of searing heat graze over my cheeks as my entire body was immediately blown backwards by its powerful force. Stunned, I collapsed onto the floor. When I finally forced open my eyes, I could see Sister Carnelia standing above me with her back turned to face me. Her right arm had lost all strength to function and hung limply at her side. Dazedly, she slid to her knees and slumped onto the ground before me. I pulled Sister Carnelia close to myself and, hugging her tightly, blasted the pack of assailing mercenaries with an instantaneous wave of magic. But then it was all over, my last stand ending as soon as it had begun. Countless razor-sharp sword tips stared down at us from all sides. Convinced that I had finally reached my life's terminus, I raised my right hand, and, while placing a false hope in my orbit that it could somehow protect us, I activated it, the last of its energy being consumed as it was drained to empty. Whirling arrow blades spun around us as I closed my eyes and accepted my fate. And, behind my darkened eyelids, an endless realm of whiteness began to spread out before me. I wonder if Chapter 11 is going to be the final chapter. Alright, we're going to save on our way out of here. Okay. File. Save. A new slot. Okay, cathedral time. Is this blocked? No. That's the north block. Alright, so there's a soldier barring the way here. So maybe I go south? Nope, sure don't. Oh shit. That's a museum. Why am I looking at that? That's the shop. Oh, come on! Are you serious? Huh. You're the first person I've seen in a very long time call it anti-clockwise. Alright, is this blocked? This is not blocked. Counterclockwise. Oh! I haven't healed. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit. Oh, balls. Oh, didn't spot me. Cool. Alright, Cathedral is in this area. Alright, we let both of these guys go past. What? No! Oh, I should have saved when I got here. Ah. I guess we got too close behind it. No, we were too close when he turned. And his cone of vision caught us. Oh, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just unusual. And interesting, as a result. All right. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, let these two go by. Alright, up the stairs. And we're at the cathedral. Excellent. Alright, we made it. Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. Huh? Haha, you came after all. You. Hey, aren't you the nun from before? The one who was attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assume you got my message? That letter was yours. Well, why would you do something so secretive-like, just to say thanks? Ah, now I get it. It was her all along. Huh? You're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me, then. Allow me to get more comfortable. Strips down. What? Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, commander of the Royal Guardsmen, at your service. Hell yeah. It's been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was back in Rouen, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Yeah, a lot has happened since then. Hey, hold on a second. Why are you in that getup? And why'd you call us here? I'll answer your questions one at a time. First, the clothes. The Septian Church has long and deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Richard's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Oh, okay. The answer to your other question, why I called you here. If you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is to get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realize that it's a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope we have. Well then, this is kind of unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyway. What? Joshua explained the request that Professor Russell gave them during the Leston Fortress incident. Really now? Almighty Idios, thank you for your gift most sacred. I think she can hear you in this place, so best place to ask. In that case, I have only one favor to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty, heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. That non-involvement rule still applies, even in a situation like this, but we'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please, take this with you. Julia's letter. Can we read it? What's this? Give this to the head maid, Hilda, and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the Special Ops men. But you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. Huh. She sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it. We'll talk to her. Thank you very much. Pathetic, isn't it? Huh? I was deceived, and thereby failed the one I was supposed to protect at all costs. And this happened not long after I swore that I would give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel, having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I hate to say this, but there is the chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain you'll do just fine. That Calvardian martial artist is extremely skilled. And you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad, too? It's not without reason that he was known as the finest swordsman in all the Royal Army. The Divine Blade at the... Every time we learn something new about Dad, it gets more outlandish. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was a martial arts instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am. I can't believe that. Dad's never used anything except a bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer, which is a weird choice. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies. He wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really? I didn't know that my use of a staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit that same kind of mindset. I didn't inherit that, though. I'm a Blades guy all the way. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua, Colonel Cassius trained both of you. I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything we have into it. Uh-oh. Pardon us, this is the Gransel City Guard. Due to the terrorist threat, we will now be patrolling the main facilities. I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if we have a look inside? Crap. Quite all right, thank you. Just a moment, please, and I'll open the door. There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay. Please be careful. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Whew! Well, we managed to avoid the patrols so far. It doesn't look like there are any soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest for a moment here, then head back to the hotel. Okay. Ugh, so much is going on. It's starting to give me a headache. I'll bet. I never would have imagined it to be Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the cathedral. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Yeah, he thought he was going to find Chloe. Could it be you were thinking it'd be someone you'd known before? Well... Oh. Sorry, forget I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Estelle, I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. Huh? It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us, each and every one of them living his or her own life, all under this same sky. And every person you meet has a personality, and a history, and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us, living day by day. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that no one acts without cause. Nothing happens without a reason, or a motive, or an excuse. And it's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts of me I've lost. Hang on a sec, I completely forgot to take some medicine, did I? Hang on, I need to remember whether I've taken my medicine this morning or not. Yes, I forgot. Okay. One sec. Joshua? I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change. But even so, I'm grateful for having someone with me. The sky, Dad, but most of all, you. Joshua. So, I promise, once this whole matter is settled, and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Hell yeah! Really? That's probably not going to happen until the next game, though. Really. With the stars as my witness. Okay then, we have ourselves a deal. Don't yell, we'll get caught. Estelle? All my gloom's gone fluttering away. Because once you've told me what you've got to tell me, then I'll tell you what I've got to tell you. What? Yeah, your sister has a crush on you. It's weird. Oh, wait. Is this about that thing you've had on your mind? Yep. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up? Is it really something so dramatic? Well, yours is dramatic, Joshua. I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not! It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Though, I guess the situation does feel kind of right, but still, no dice. Not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear, you seem like you're ready to take on anything now, all because we've got a big talk planned. It makes no sense. Of course I'm ready. Ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show those special ops types how a touch of girl power can ruin their whole day. Stop shouting, you'll get caught. Ruin their... You really are your father's daughter. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You'd better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Somehow, I think we're going to do just fine tomorrow. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy, overfull of spirit, when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagements at me. They've tightened security at night, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yes, we went to bed rather early, so we didn't have any problems. And Eldon lent us something that might really give us an edge. Estelle explained that Eldon had loaned them the spare key to the Gransel sewers. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one, but he's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need and when you need it. So, what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of the arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we could muster up one more huzzah. Alright, so we don't have to do any of that again. Save. Check the bracer board. Okay. Oh, nope. Hotel's right here. Okay. Bracer Guild. I've already gotten lost. Okay. Nope, I know where we are. Sewer Monster East! A ferocious monster known as a bonefish has been spotted roving the east block of the sewers. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Now, before we hit the sewers, speak to Anton at the staircase outside of the south end of Adel's apartment store. Final round of the tournament. Was that today? It's all good to me, man. I'll just be hanging out here. There's this beautiful girl who walks by here all the time. Some days, counting how many times I see her is the only way I can keep myself sane. If you can call that sane. Alright. If that girl walks by here 3 times today, I'm going to go up to her and say hi. Now I just need that book so I can pretend to be reading it while I wait for her. Because girls like smart bookish men, right? 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 Well, Estelle doesn't. Alright, what book do you want? Oh, we just gotta wait a bit. Oh, okay. Oh, that's her. I saw the little heart above his head. There's one. Oh, there she is. That's two. I forgot to close PokeClicker. Hang on. By the time the third time rolls in, Martha will stall a bit. She's standing nearby. Talk to her and she will resume walking. Okay. Alright, we'll wait for her to show up. Ah, there she is. That guy over there is staring at me. I can feel his eyes on me all the time. It's just so creepy. I don't want to get anywhere near him. Oh, are you bracers? What a relief. I feel a lot safer with bracers around. Oh, these poor people. I mean, the guy's kind of a creep, but... Are you going to go over and talk to her? Yes, that makes 3. I've seen her 3 times now. I feel like I need to thank someone upstairs. Thank you. Thank you, goddess. Thank you too, you guys. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. Cornelia Finale. Hell yeah. All right, time to man up and say something to her. All right, let's see if he talks to her the next time she walks by. And then we'll read Cornelia Finale. You're just going to let her walk by? Alright. Well, so much for that. Alright, Cornelia Finale. A legacy never to be forgotten. I was swallowed by the light, only to be spewed moments later onto a patch of hardened ground. The air was filled with the scent of sun-baked earth, yet for being the floor of some grandiose heavenly estate inherited by those in the afterlife, it felt quite like the flagstones I had grown accustomed to in my past life. Upon feeling around in my immediate surroundings, my searching hand found soft locks of disheveled hair. It seemed as though Sister Cornelia had come as well as I to meet our Creator firsthand. Gradually, as I lay there, I felt something warm swell within the pit of my stomach. Weary and spent, I just let the feeling spread over me. It was at about this time that the sound of murmurous voices started to fill the air around us. Warm breath tickled across my nose and brow, letting me know that I was being stared at directly in the face. As my eyes adjusted to the intensity of the light, I realized that I was looking into the face of a young girl who beamed back at me brightly with the widest of smiles. However, she seemed a bit young to hold the esteemed position of the goddess. The knell of a bell overhead rang out loud and clear. Strangely, it had sounded exactly like the cathedral's distinctive toll. Taking in this series of events to be rather odd, I picked myself up and, at last, awakened from the dream which had temporarily invaded my senses. There it was, the familiar cityscape, the sounds, and even the scent of the breeze. I knew this place by heart. It was the public square of the imperial city, which unfolded before the great cathedral of the Septian Church. I opened the fingers of my right hand and stared down at the metallic lump in its palm, entrusted to me by Micht. Golden filaments of light swirled across the surface of the artifact. I instantly recalled Sister Carnelia's words. "It's alive," she had said. And as I watched the ancient light gradually fade away before closing my hand around its surface once more, I believed it. Supporting each other by wrapping our arms around one another's shoulders, Sister Carnelia and I hobbled and limped our way toward the magnificent cathedral as the awe-inspiring figure of the goddess, Eidios, stood silently with unfurled wings, watching over us from the deep-hued stained glass window above. And as for the events which followed, they were all settled in an orderly fashion. Where's the second tag? Did it fall off? Huh, weird. The metallic lump which Sister Carnelia had so daringly risked her life for was turned over to His Eminence, the Cardinal, who presided over the cathedral. He disappeared with it through the thick open door of a sacred vault. The level of corruption which had spread like a plague among members of the imperial court, influential aristocrats, and even commissioned officers in the imperial army astonished even those mediators acting on behalf of the Bracer Guild. I stayed close by Sister Carnelia as she was laid out on a pew within the chapel of the cathedral. The real sisters of the church delicately pulled off her coat and cut open her vest, now stuck to her body with dried blood. Upon doing so, they found an ornate shirt of chainmail just beneath the layer of her clothing, which for some strange reason seemed to bewilder them all. The next day, a certain aristocrat, who had hired the Jaeger Corps to carry out his selfish bidding, agreed to relinquish the artifacts in his possession in return for keeping his estate. Hence, his collection of forbidden antiques were brought under the safekeeping of the Septian Church. Sworn to secrecy, I made immediate arrangements to take leave for the Calvard Republic. My destination, a high-class resort, which turned out to be an excellent way to recover physically and mentally, and from the smell, as well as forget about the series of events which had occurred over the past few days. Naturally, the bracers assigned to provide my escort were none other than Clayton and Pavel, who, before we left, guided me without a word to where Sister Carnelia was resting. I talked with Sister Carnelia, who had awoken for a short interval, but as I got up to leave, she reached out her dainty hand and said to me, "Before you go, I want to tell you my real name. It's Ein Seldate." I took her unblemished hand in mine and gripped it firmly as I expressed my appreciation for what she had done. And today, now, 3 years later, I stood staring at her name once again, but this time printed on a page of the Imperial Chronicle. Ein Seldate. Below those printed characters ran the few lines of an unembellished article. Yesterday, a corpse was discovered in an urban area of the capital just before dawn. The body was found to be covered with multiple stab wounds. The departed, in life, had been involved in charitable work and brought salvation to many afflicted souls in various regions throughout the land. As I read the last line, I envisioned the deceased figure of Sister Carnelia lying motionless upon a darkened street. Yet, despite the blood-stained face I envisioned in my mind, I saw her as she rested in peace, a gentle smile crossing her face, and vindicated of any transgressions in life. As I rolled up the copy of the magazine in hand, I brushed my hand lightly across the shining Bracer emblem pinned on my chest. Oh, he joined the Bracer Guild! Almost 2 years had passed since I converted to my new line of work, which Sister Carnelia had so graciously recommended to me. And, finally, I had even become used to using my real name. Toby came the whisper of Sister Cornelia as it resurrected in my ears. Now only known as Toby, I pressed my forehead up against the cold, clouded window of the passenger car, the refulgent eyes of Sister Cornelia shining brightly like a carnelian stone, forever ingrained in my memory. In my mind's eye, I watched as her coat sleeves trailed out behind her, and she dashed away into the darkness of my memories. Opening my eyes, I gazed out through the window glass, and there I saw the bleeding, rouge-colored illumination of the Imperial City as it faded away beneath the heavy, white fog. The end. Well, that's sad. What an adventure. What an adventure. Huh, okay. Alright, to the arena. Hold on to those books, they'll come in handy. Well, I wasn't gonna sell them. Okay, I need to run to the bathroom and try not to throw up because I feel nauseous all of a sudden. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, back. Feeling somewhat better. And reminded to do the side quest stuff. Oh. Alright, maze time. We need CP. Yeah, I don't feel very good. But we'll play a little bit and we'll see how I feel. Oh.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Is this a big square? It looks like it's a big square. I'll try for a bit. We'll see how I feel. I want to at least do the sewer dungeon today.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Oh, miss! Come on! Nice crit.
We're good to go.
Immediately snagged. Lovely.
Take that.
Oh, come on. I needed to kill that. You deserve that damage. What the fuck?
How could I fail?
God damn it, I needed him to get CP. Ah! Petrified. Very nice.
That's that then. Let's move out.
These things suck. Miss. Nice. Okay. Oh, you didn't kill? Come on.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
They're all over the place down here.
Yeah.
Alright, you better kill Olivier. Got it, okay.
Yeah.
Got it, okay.
Enjoy the show.
Alright, that's the entrance. Okay. Oh, wait, this is the entrance. Yes, that's the entrance. Okay, we'll go counterclockwise.
Yeah. Take that.
Alright, one down.
Yeah.
Oh, and Estelle and Olivier are gonna get crits. Oh, just short of killing. How short of killing was it? 7 HP short.
Enjoy the show.
Oh, it's one of those egg things. Alright. No knockback. Okay. Olivier's... Oh, no! Duh. Why did I not realize it would do that?
Take that.
Got it. Okay.
Take that.
Miss? Come on.
Take that. Yeah. Savor the victory. We earned it.
That's a lot of Sepith. I don't want to deal with the egg. Don't want to deal with the egg. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't get ambushed. Okay. And Joshua goes first. So, run. I think I have accidentally gone the right way. Terror bomb. The chest is so very, very, very empty. Oh, a big group. Alright, alright. What are these? Mad snails. Lots of... Oh, these scissor hands have huge elemental weaknesses. Alright.
Yeah. Take that.
Well, that was an annoying. God damn, alright. Did that get her any CP? I didn't notice. Oh, for fuck's sake! I should farm CP in a different... I should farm CP in a different portion of the sewers.
Take that.
Alright, that got me 3 CP. Alright. Petrified. Very nice.
Take that.
Exact damage. Nice. where we came from. Or not. Monster! Oh, no! Oh, fuck. He does not have... Just watch his end taunt and tank. Oh yeah, he does have that ability, doesn't he? Alright, arts and arts. Fuck! Alright, nice damage. Also nice damage. Oh, not enough. Damn it. Plasma wave? Ow! I will aqua bleed that. Petrify breath. That. And we'll revive Zin.
Take that.
Does he have arts that are useful? No, he's gonna kill this mad snail. Alright, firebolt will kill. Okay. Don't miss. Got it. Okay. Whoo! Well, that was a mess.
That then. Let's move out.
That's a lot of Sepith. I'll take it. Cestus? Is that a weapon for Joshua? No. For Zin. It's a weapon for Zin. Strength plus 100. Cool. You look familiar. Okay. Okay. Well, that was a mess. Stairs down. Stairs down. This place is a maze. Oh, hey, there's... Oh, hey, it's this. Which we can't remove yet. And this is going to take me to the boss. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop here. I do not feel good. And we'll pick this up from the boss next time, later this month. Oh boy. Really sorry about that, Quiet Man. I do not feel good. Cannot wait for this surgery. It's probably sinus crap. Alright, well that's going to be it for today. I'll read my schedule and get off. Tomorrow we'll be playing Pokemon Rejuvenation for a patron. Thursday will be Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma for a patron. Friday will be Noita for a patron. Saturday will be Final Fantasy XIV. Sunday will be Baldur's Gate 3. Monday, no stream because I've got a doctor's appointment. Tuesday through Friday will be Baldur's Gate 3. So, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.